Dr. Williams, and I'd like to talk about some of the healthy things we can do with giving our kids food. One of the things I'd like to mention is portion size. When I was a child, dinner plates were closer to this size. Now they become this size or even larger. And if you look at the two, there's actually twice as much area on the larger plate. So what doesn't necessarily look like a plate full of food really is an enormous amount of food because we have bigger dinner plates. We also have supersized our bowls. This is the size bowl of ice cream I would like to have. This is the size bowl of ice cream I should have or we should be serving to our children. They will be perfectly content with a nice bowl of ice cream. They will be perfectly overfed with a bowl this size. We also have snacks. In fact, one of my frustrations, I see parents bringing their children in for well-child visits and they pull a snack bag this size out for a toddler. And the toddler is eating what may be a healthy food, but they're eating it by the handfuls. I would be far happier if I saw them bring a bag of food this size or this size, which still has plenty of snacks for your child and isn't going to allow them to overeat a tremendous amount of calories, which snack bags this size do. The same is true of the bags of chips, the bags of fish, other things we see people. So my point would be, it's not necessarily even what we are eating, but it may be the portion size, that foods in smaller portions are going to leave a child content and not overfeed them. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Lauren Mayer. I'm a nurse practitioner at HealthCare Pediatrics, and I'm going to talk today about how to build your kids a healthy plate. So we have these in the clinic. We're starting to give them out at well-child visits, and they're amazing because it splits up the different food groups into what you want on your child's plate. So there are lots of different options to try to get a healthy plate for a child at a meal. The big thing that we're after is that half their plate is fruits and vegetables. So looking at the selection of things that we have, there's different ways to build a healthy plate. Kids love handheld food, so you can throw some sweet peppers on there. Pepperoni is a good way to get protein, but when you're making choices, choose the turkey pepperoni because it's a little bit healthier. Yogurt's a good option for a dairy product. Greek yogurts are great because there's a lot of protein. In terms of fruit, you can try some cherries, add those to the plate. And then for grains, there's lots of different options. You could do a granola bar. That's a good grain for a child. You could add some pretzels if you wanted to fill your plate with pretzels. Another option would be to remove the pepperoni and instead put on a sandwich that's got a piece of meat on there. And then you've got a healthy plate built for your kid. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about portion sizes and also how to build a healthy plate for your child. So we have 2 plates in the clinic that we're going to start giving out at well-child visits. The one on the left is for tinier kids, so for the toddlers, and the one on the right is for older children. The reason we have 2 different size plates is because kids need to eat different amounts based on ages. Looking at building a healthy plate for the kids, we can build a plate for a toddler and an older child and then compare the 2 in terms of serving sizes. So for an older child, a serving of vegetables could be 2 peppers, let's say, and 2 slices of cucumber. If we're going to add on a protein, we're going to put in a cheese stick. They're also going to eat some cherries, so we'll pour those in. Some turkey pepperoni, and then we're also going to throw in some crackers for them. So they're going to have some good old wheat thins. So that's about a serving size for an older child for a meal. It's covering all the food groups, and it also is half fruits and vegetables, which is what we're after. So if we're going to take this same plate and turn it into a plate for a toddler, we're going to have to cut down on amounts. So for vegetables, 1 of those peppers and a cucumber is all that they need. In terms of cherries, instead of having about 7 or 8, they only need 3. For that cheese stick, we're going to rip it right in half because they only need about half of a cheese stick. Same with the pepperonis, only about 3 or 4, so about half of the amount. And for the crackers, about half of what we had before. So now you've got a plate for a toddler that's more appropriate in terms of serving size.
Ford Healthcare.
For health.